are just doing what their best asset tells them to do, i.e. Verstappen. So, and he is by far the best there. So,
are we going to see Horner back in the paddock?
Probably, I would have thought, yeah.
Well, I'm here in Berlin with the man, the myth, the legend, Dan Ticktum in the Cupra Kiro garage. How's that race win affected the Dan Ticktum experience?
I think I said in a few interviews that when I crossed the line and I got out of the car, I was actually quite melancholy, which a lot of people were expecting.
You were surprisingly quiet.
Yeah, it's because I think people forget that I'm pretty decent. Obviously, I hadn't really had a car in Formula E to prove that for the first 3 years, and I had a fair amount of success, obviously, going through the junior formulas, and I had a lot of hate, 5-6 years ago, coming into Formula E, and that race for me was just like, why is anyone surprised, sort of thing. I know that sounds really arrogant, but that was the feeling. It was like sort of a bit like a F you to everyone who doubted me or says bad things about me, and so. But then, other than that, I was just immensely proud of the team, to be honest. Because we haven't really expanded much in terms of personnel or in behind the scenes. So the investment all came very late. About 5 or 6 weeks before the start of the season. So, to try and package everything together that quickly and hit the ground running was going to be a tall order. And we did struggle at the beginning of the season. But, credit to what we've done here, myself and the team. I think we've worked very well, very efficiently, and it's been quite a steep upward curve. And obviously, Porsche powertrain helps.
Doing the job.
Immense support as well, behind the scenes from investors and Cupra, and so it's just it's a good place to be. I've enjoyed this year a lot, and I was just very, very proud of all the guys, to be honest.
Are you enjoying the Porsche powertrain a lot? Because
absolutely.
There are rumours that the Porsche powertrain might be a good match for Dan Ticktum going forward.
Well, look, I'm looking to I like the Porsche family, there's no doubt. I've really enjoyed being here. The team have exercised their options, so as far as I'm concerned, that's where I will be. And I don't think there's going to be many other teams that give me an opportunity to be me quite like this team do. But at the end of the day, I have got to do what's best for my career. I don't know where that's gonna lead me. Honestly, there's all sorts of speculation being written, and I genuinely don't know more than what's been speculated at the moment. But there will be some chats and meetings going forward. But as far as I'm concerned, this is my team. So,
but the fact that you're being talked about in that breath, because we've spoken before, and you've said, and this goes back to the whole melancholy atmosphere after you win, because I know how good you are, and I know your frustration of not being maybe in the car you want, and I know that. A bit of that is probably because of the way you've acted in the past.
Yeah, of course. And I think people, say, oh, he's got a terrible attitude, he's this, he's that. I've had some really tough times in my career. And, I've stuck at it here at Formula E. There are times where I've thought, I just might quit racing and go and do something else. But I decided to stick at it. And 3 years is a long time. It was very frustrating, but I kept working and kept my head down. I've had a couple of teammates here that have been and gone. I've stayed because I've done the job and I've worked hard, and, they're happy with me. So I think that proves that, I've obviously got a good attitude and I'm good to work with, because I've stayed here and been part of the whole uprising of this team. So, but like you say, a couple of years ago, certain people, sniggered at the fact that, I would be going to Porsche or anywhere like that. So, or Jaguar or any of these big companies. So, big corporate companies. And, look, let's face it, I may not still be the perfect mold, but, I'm a 26-year-old bloke now. I'm not stupid. And, if my employer changes, then, I can adapt.
Would that be like a full circle thing for you? You've got the race win. You've stuck it out at a team that's been underperforming and seen the team improve and get to where they've been now. But to be able to get to like a big manufacturer.
Yeah, I mean, that's, it's a huge feather in the cap if that were to happen. But like I said a few minutes ago, I've just got to do what's best for my career. That might be staying here. Like I say, the support from the investors, they understand me. A few people at that level do. But to be honest, like whenever I've had these thoughts of, let's speak to Porsche, let's speak to Jag, let's speak to Nissan, the people who are here and who know me, they don't seem to be the ones with the problems. It's people at board level. So I'm like, just get me a coffee with these guys for 20 minutes. I'll sit down and talk to them and they'll realize I'm not an idiot. So yeah, but I don't know. I keep coming back to I've got to do what's best for me. But I've really enjoyed being part of this whole uprising of this team. I love all the guys here. Some of which have been here since I started. All of them have had some tough times and none of them quit. We've all kept at it. So.
Speaking of the win then.
Yes.
Who have you had congratulatory messages from? Because
honestly, hundreds. It was quite overwhelming. Like there's still my DMs I haven't actually gone through. Like there was a good couple of hundred messages. Like I probably had 150 WhatsApp messages, maybe 200. I responded to all of those. Some people that I've not heard from a long time. But
there's some interesting names in there.
There are
people
some interesting names. Yeah, and it's.
Are you looking out for? I'm going to get to the point. Are you looking out for a particular name in there? Maybe saying, "Oh, well done."
No, well,
maybe I had you all wrong.
Idris has sent me a couple of messages in the last few races, which is pretty cool. Obviously, Sung Kang as well.
Nice.
He wasn't there, unfortunately, in Jakarta, but yeah, he sent me a message. Those were the two standouts, but. I had messages from all sorts of people in and out of motorsport, so yeah, it was very nice.
That's awesome. Good to know you've got a seat for next year as well, because other people that might
this is the first
make
season
comments
where
about you don't have a seat for next year.
Yeah, good point. Let's not get into that. But he might be driving a certain silver car, who knows? Anyway. But this is like the first season where I've got towards the end of the season and know that I'm sort of pretty safe, going into next season and beyond. So yeah, I think when I first joined Formula E, like I say, I was in a bit of a crossroads with what I wanted to do in my life. But now I've had some good results this year. It's definitely sort of brought some of the passion for racing back. I enjoyed parts of it even when it wasn't going well. I still enjoyed racing, but now I want to win. I want to win this thing. Now, so just need to figure out where I can do that.
Just get that title. Simple as that.
Well, yeah.
I remember chatting to you and Sergio Sette Camera. I think it was back in China after a particularly frustrating weekend, and you guys, want to maybe the lower moments.
Yeah, we were pretty good at we learned just how to laugh because it was so bad last year. Like, you just sort of go delirious basically. You just have to laugh at how bad it was.
But look, he said to me earlier, he's really pleased to see what you and the team are doing, despite you not being in the team. But of course, you're racing him this weekend.
Yeah,
so you're going to be looking out for Sergio.
I've had a couple of chats with him. We keep in quite regular contact. Send reels back and forth to each other.
Right.
Can't necessarily discuss what
I can imagine
those reels, but we have a good relationship. And I was sad to see him go. To be honest, he's a very, very good driver, very talented, very nice guy. So. He's in a good car this weekend as well. So
exactly. Hopefully you'll be battling him. Sounds like he's got your back though, which is
and vice versa. Like I was an advocate for him to stay. To be honest, so yeah.
Hey, these things work out eventually.
Yeah. I mean, let's see.
Now you've driven here. Of course you have.
Yeah.
Tell me about this road trip. This is the second road trip this season.
Oh, I thought you meant I'd driven. No, I drove here, yes. Yeah, second road trip this season.
So what's the car, just for people listening or watching?
It is, I can show you quickly. It is a 1991 Cadillac Brabham limousine.
You're not dropping the word Cadillac like Valtteri Bottas was.
No, not like that.
No, that's not on there.
It's that. I don't know if you've
okay, that's cool.
Yeah, so...
That looks like something like from Home Alone.
Yes, it's got...
family would have had.
Yeah, like... Well, it's like the Simpsons car, Mr. Burns' limousine.
Okay, nice.
So, yeah.
Smithers or
but
Mr.
it's called,
Burns?
Mr. Burns, obviously.
Yeah. Okay.
But like, the interior is great.
Your mate's here. What's his name?
Ted.
Ted, is he?
I'm the driver. I will tease the vlog a little bit for the viewers. But I got like a full chauffeur outfit.
Oh my! You look like a stripper, Dan.
Yeah.
Hang on, what chauffeurs wear like 1,500 quid?
Oh, no.
Limited edition Nike Dunks.
Well, I didn't have the shoes. That was the problem.
Come on.
But I went to a market and bought a shite oversized suit and a crappy bow tie from a thrift shop because Ted was sat in the back row, just like sat there writing. Ted's a writer, just released a book. Go buy it.
What's the book called?
It's called Hotel Rock Bottom.
Is it all about Dwayne Johnson or
no? It's good. He can write. So
so he's right.
So he was sat
You're
at the
dressed
back.
like the world's worst Uber driver.
Yeah, correct.
Oh, all the way here.
No, that was a bit from Amsterdam to here.
Right. Okay.
So we stopped in Bruges and Amsterdam.
Why did you stop in Amsterdam?
No particular reason.
No.
Bruges and Amsterdam are actually sort of quite simple. One's just got some sort of more dubious activity going on in it.
Bruges is like known for its history. And
Bruges is beautiful. It's absolutely lovely, that place. So yeah,
is it film in Bruges? It's good film.
I've not actually, but I need to. But yeah, the trip was great. The car, I was very surprised it got here. You know, it is 35 years old.
Is the car staying here? Is it one of those where the car will be?
I don't know. I did think on the way down here, like if it breaks down, it might just be a case of I leave it at the side of the road. You know.
But that's not sustainable, is it? You'd want to recycle
No, I
it.
recycle. No, of course I would. Yeah. No, absolutely. Good point.
Donate it to.
Yeah. But it's in really good nick. It's only done 50,000 miles. Drives well. It's got an old 5.7 litre Chevy V8 in it.
Yeah, with sustainable fuel, I'm sure.
Yeah, no, it's actually quite good on fuel.
Is it?
Believe it or not. Yeah, I only did 2 tanks on the way down here.
What?
Yeah, mate, it's really good on fuel. I don't know how. It's got an overdrive, like the revs just die when you get to like 70 mile an hour, so it's brilliant.
Okay.
It's not bad.
What's the next one? I mean, London's pretty local to you, so.
Yeah, well, I was thinking about getting something really crap, like something small and terrible and old.
Okay.
Like just because it'd be funny. So we might do something in London. But yeah, like I did obviously the vlog down to Monaco, and this will be another vlog. So there's some funny things happen. We did like a Top Gear challenge type thing, and yeah, it'll be cool.
Finally, of course, Christian Horner's left Red Bull.
Yes. As
a former Red Bull Junior driver, I'm just interested in your take. I
didn't have a huge amount of interaction with Christian. Always got on relatively well with him. I knew he was slightly skeptical about me as a character, with sort of, he's very more sort of toe the line. I'm probably a little bit more out there than he is. Got on very well with Helmet though, interestingly. But no, I it's not really my place to comment. But there's a few theories, whether it's the ultimatum between Max or him, and or Max has already gone and they want to reshape the team before everything changes. Who knows? But
you would have no inkling into that.
I have got no idea.
It's quite private.
Yeah, I've got no idea. I think people who are even closer in that paddock now and in that field, like even they don't know. I messaged a couple of people yesterday and they don't really know the full reasons. So I presume Red Bull are just doing what their best asset tells them to do, i.e. Verstappen. So, and he is by far the best there. So
are we going to see Horner back in the paddock?
Probably, I would have thought. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. He's built that team from the ashes of what was Jaguar. By the way, Jaguar was a cool, race team, like green car, and that's cool.
That was very.
Anyway, wasn't very fast though. But yeah, I mean, he's obviously done some pretty incredible things at that team. So, I'm sure he'll be back in some capacity. Yeah.